Hello, I'm California, and today we're going to do a What Would Jane Do spread. So we're going to use a couple of Jane Austen decks to come up with a plot for the scenario that we're going to be asking advice on. And we'll use a couple of other decks, including one that I made up myself, to just get a little bit more information and perhaps some advice around the situation. So without further ado, once upon a time, let's see what scenario are we looking at today? What love story are we looking at today? Oh boy, well the lovers came straight out. How about that? Six of Cups. Ace of Wands, Strength, that came out in reverse. Oh, I'm getting a little like they can't keep their hands off each other. Let's see what else happens. What is the story? What is, whoa. 10 of Wands. That is actually in reverse, and there's this other one that fell on the floor. And it is the 6 of Pentacles. On the bottom of the deck, I've got the 2 of Wands in reverse. I'm getting a very passionate, can't keep your hands off, hot and heavy feeling from this scenario. I feel like there's not an awful lot of, wow, and look, so you've got the 2 of Wands in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and then the 9 of Wands, which is the Sun. It is well to have as many holds upon happiness as possible, but it's in the reverse. So I am getting a feeling that things are not, even though they're extremely passionate and there is some love here, it's, for some reason, it's, It's almost like it was unplanned, or the meetups are not planned, and it's not completely satisfying because there's some kind of burden here that needs balancing out. Let's see what else comes out for. Let's get some clarifiers from this other deck. This is interesting. I don't know that I've completely picked up the thread here. I don't know how many chapters in we are to the story, but let's keep going and see if the plot reveals itself. Clarify the 6 of Cups, the lovers, please. It's almost like there's a feeling of things aren't as they seem, but let's just keep going. Clarify the lovers, please. One moment. This is the 8 of Cups in reverse. This is Eleanor Dashwood from Sense and Sensibility. She's doing her art. But it's the 8 of Cups in reverse. Okay, I'm just going to keep going and then I'm going to say what I think. The Ace of Wands in reverse, the Strength card. Clarify, please. That's way too many down here. But I've got this 2 of Pentacles that has come up. Clarify the Ten of Wands in reverse. Ace of Swords, Mr. Collins from Pride and Prejudice. This, by the way, was Margaret Dashwood from Sense and Sensibility. I don't know, it's just cute. And then the Six of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Six of Pentacles, please. Again, I'm going to take the one that kind of came up. This is the Five of Cups, which is Henry Tilney from Northanger Abbey. And on the bottom of this is Mr. Knightley from Emma, the Seven of Cups, but he is in reverse. You can't see that. So I'm feeling that there are lovers who are being held apart. It seems to be a circumstance that is keeping them apart. It may be that they are clandestine lovers because they really they want to be together, but they maybe there's something blocking them that they need to balance out, and it could be another person, it could be choices that they're making. I see as much sort of heartache here as love ache, because it seems like they're not actually able to choose each other. And there's this push-pull energy. Yeah, it seems very questionable. Let's put it that way. It feels very questionable. So what do we need to know? What would help this situation? So if you're in this kind of a situation where you're maybe having to meet on the sly, this is not to say that it's all underhanded, cheating kind of stuff. But what is the? Tell us more. What is going on here? Why are there problems? Why? What do we need to do? Tell us, Jane. Tell us what happens next in the story. Tell us what energy is going to come in to change this story. Okay, all of these came up. Because I wanted a bunch of, I know you guys are going to be like, I don't know how she's choosing cards, but these all came up, and I'm going to go ahead and take them. So I've got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, which is Eleanor Dashwood. So we've had the Dashwoods a few times, and this is a different deck. Remember, they're the Sense and Sensibility girls who kind of hold out for the guys to, the right guy. This is the Four of Cups. This was in reverse. I had not known you a month before I felt that you were the last man in the world whom I could ever be prevailed upon to marry. That's in the reverse. Also in the reverse is the Nine of Swords. She had received ideas which disposed her to be courteous and kind to all, and to pity everyone as being less happy than herself. Six of Wands in reverse. That will just do for me, I shall be sure to say 3 dull things as soon as ever I open my mouth, shan't I? And then the Four of Wands in the upright. A woman is not to marry a man merely because she is asked or because he is attached to her and can write a tolerable letter. Yeah, it's almost like somebody with this marriage energy and this saying the wrong thing at the wrong time kind of stuff. It feels like I don't know if somebody is unable to get married, or like somebody's maybe being asked to be married when they're not even out of their connection yet. On the bottom of that deck is the Nine of Cups. Every day confirms my belief of the inconsistency of all human characters and of the little dependence that can be placed on the appearance of merit or sense. To me, this really feels like, and these nines are kind of with a 10, we've just got some culminating energy mixed with some initial energy with these lower numbers, the aces and the twos. In fact, we've got 3 aces and 2 twos. You'd think the fours would bring in some stability, but this one's in reverse, and we do have some sort of kicked out of balance energy with some of this other stuff. So it feels like either an opportunity cannot be offered or it cannot be accepted. And in the meantime, you're in this limbo land of sort of having clandestine affairs, and it's not really all that satisfying. And it's making you feel a little it's almost like it's putting you in a position of having to say stupid things to cover up what's going on. And it's not in your nature to be like that. And I don't even think that you're doing something that is so bad, because I think that there is an element of trying to do the right thing here, but having things in the way. But there's also this feeling of upheaval where you just can't get settled. You can't find that place of balance, and it's getting harder every day. And you're starting to get to this feeling of, why am I doing this to myself? So I'm going to use my deck as the final word. So what is a potential outcome of this story? I'm not going to say that this is definitely not a prediction. But based on this energy, let's say it like this, based on the energy that is being exhibited here, what is the best outcome that can be expected? What is the best outcome that can be expected based on these energies? I'm going to get those off the ground. Strength. I am only resolved to act in that manner which will constitute my happiness, without reference to you or to any person so wholly unconnected with me. Famous statement from Lizzie Bennet in Pride and Prejudice. 2 of Pentacles, so we've had 2 of Pentacles before. Though it is right to be prepared for the worst, there is no occasion to look on it as certain. The Chariot. None of us want to be in calm waters all our lives. The Hanged Man. For you alone, I think and plan. And lastly, Ace of Swords. We all have our best guides within us, if only we would listen. And we also had the Ace of Swords here too. So the best that can come out of it is that maybe the partners take a step back, regroup, and say, it's been fun. I haven't wanted to be in calm waters. I was getting tired of being stuck in a rut, and you helped me out of that. It's more delightful to be with you than it was. But it's time to start planning. It's time to use our gut's been telling us for a while that this is not the right way to approach this situation. It could get really ugly if we, kind of keep on the way that we're doing. And let's act in our strongest and happiest way that we can for our lives. Because I looked at the bottom of the deck for all of the others, I'm going to show you what's here. It's the World. She began now to comprehend that he was exactly the man who, in disposition and talents, would most suit her. It was a union that must have been to the advantage of both. So I think that you need to appreciate the hot and heavy. I think you need to shift the mindset a little bit, maybe take a little break from each other long enough to kind of say, wait a minute, what do I really want out of this? It seems like we both would like it to be more solid. And then start thinking about how you can make it more solid to go forward. But otherwise, if you carry on the way that you are, it's going to be shifty and probably unsettling. And that's actually doing your feelings for each other a grave disservice, is what I just heard. It's a grave disservice to let passion keep you from making good decisions that can that would be a stronger relationship if you were to put more, not necessarily boundaries or rules around it, but to put more structure there. So I think you're being guided to put more structure into your relationship. I hope this resonated for somebody, because that was very interesting what came out. Good luck. Bye.